Buenos días, buenas tardes, y buenas noches, bonjour, bonsoir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. J. Slater case, but this one is just a um, mini video from the casino in Monte Carlo, Monaco. There it is. Unfortunately, timing slightly off in that the casino is being renovated, it seems. Now, if I swing around that way, you can see what it does look like, the white marble facade, but the actual main facade of the casino in Monte Carlo being renovated. As I swing around slowly, plenty of people looking at the beautiful hotels and cafes right in front of the casino. It is unfortunately a cloudy day. We don't have the brilliant sunshine of yesterday. I think all the flags are out in this part of town because it is the Monte Carlo Open, the tennis tournament, this weekend. So eyes open for any famous tennis players, of course. Why am I here in Monaco? Several reasons. Number one, Mrs. Smith has never been here, and I've been here, I mean, probably a dozen times. For a short period in my life, for just one season, I worked as a tour guide in Monaco. So, but the weird thing is, having come here about a dozen times working as a tour guide, I never actually got to see much of Monaco. I know that doesn't make any sense, but when we brought our tour groups here, mostly from Nice, there was a set route that we did. It included the royal palace of the Grimaldi family, the Place d'Armes. It included the Jardin Exotique. It included the the aquarium and the oceanographic museum. It included all that, and it was a set walk that we did. It was a walking tour, basically. But the rest of the Principality of Monaco, I personally never got to see. I mean, our groups had some free time; they would come here and explore, and I tended to had to sit down and do some paperwork. But yeah, it's a weird thing. I do know Monaco very, very well. But I don't know most of Monaco at all, if that makes any sense. So when I get to the area that I know very well, I'll feel a bit more comfortable about walking around with the laptop and showing you what I know. We are interested in getting a residence here. We're very, very interested in Monaco. The great attraction of Monaco, I think everyone knows, it's the only place in Europe that is totally free of income tax. So you're probably asking yourselves, why doesn't everyone live in Monaco? Because it is frightfully expensive on the whole. On the whole, there are places that are perhaps affordable for some. We're looking into that. If you are happy living in a very tiny studio apartment, but other oddities about Monaco, it is, I mean, I've been told, I believe it, it is the safest place in the world. I think crime is almost non-existent. There is a Monaco jail. I think there's three or four cells, and I think they're usually filled by people caught in financial corruption. I think it's high-end crime, if you know what I mean, not the pickpocketing type. So Monaco is unbelievably safe 24/7. Unbelievably clean, tidy, well ordered. It is a great, great place. You are also, if we can see the mountains in the background up there, are also very, very close to Alpine resorts. Italy is just around the corner. It is a wonderful, wonderful location. Like I say, not a sunny day today, so it's not going to look its best at the casino here. So as Mrs. Smith and I try to figure out where we would like to be for the next 10 years or so, given that France is dragging its heels pathetically on answering any questions or coming through with any substantial information on long-term residency, it could well be Monaco. I don't know how good the fish and chips are in Monaco. I say that because we also have Fishguard Wales as a possibility. Not quite as expensive, not quite as exclusive, but I bet the fish and chips in Fishguard are better than what we had last night. Um, I don't know, Northumbria. Fish and chips probably good there. Whitley Bay area, Seaton Delaval. That's also a possibility. I'm a big fan of Portugal. I think Mrs. Smith, if she finds an apartment here she could afford, I think she's going to go down the Monaco route, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to do a second one in the area I actually know, where I can talk a little bit more about Monaco. I mean, the old town of Monaco, La Vieille. It's La Ville Vieille. Yeah, I know that area better. So I'm going to leave it for now. I'll probably get Mrs. Smith to do one from her phone, just in case this doesn't come out. But for now, I will say hasta luego, adios from the casino. Where is it again? There it is. Under renovation, the Grand Casino of Monte Carlo in Monaco.